This is it, the only console 2K ever had. From a time 2K was a first-party label under Sega, they released this, the limited edition
Sega Dreamcast. Sega Dreamcast?
Welcome back to Sega Sports.
There's no 2K without Sega Sports. Rewinding to the early 90s, Sega Sports was a juggernaut on the Genesis. Titles like NFL Football 94 starring Joe Montana sold over 1 million units. Most of Sega's sports games at that time were made by partnered third-party developers, but in 1997 that was about to change. To ensure consistent quality and to have an in-house sports brand, Sega purchased Visual Concepts, a studio with such experience, to develop exclusive sports simulation games for the Dreamcast.
Man, stay off the light speed.
My bad.
EA announced they wouldn't support the Dreamcast unless only EA was making the sports games. When Sega said no, EA cited the system's architecture as another reason they were skipping out and putting all their chips on the upcoming PlayStation 2. This move officially kicked off the EA vs 2K war. Now, I'm not a white girl restocking her kitchen, but let me see what I could do here. So here we have the first 2K ever released. They picked up the answer Allen Iverson as the cover athlete on a 5-year deal. Probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest move 2K has ever made. Because Iverson was the 2000s. Without even trying, he maxed out in swagger, aura, coolness, confidence while wearing his heart on his sleeve. Everyone loved his game and people cared about what he had to say. He was like the Tupac of the league. In the first commercial, they put him with Taka from Virtua Fighter out of all people.
What is it, Iverson-san?
I'm getting work done to the boys, Taka.
Show rebound stance. Bamboo reed need deep root for strength.
And I guess for 2K1, either AI didn't show up or they just couldn't afford him.
Are you kidding me? I can't lose to guys like this. Somebody get NBA 2K1, go to Sega.net through the Dreamcast and knock these Sunshine Boys out the box.
You're in violation.
Dang!
Don't know why this isn't bubble wrap if it's already cracked, but I can say the same thing about you females. Randy Moss was the face of NFL 2K up until 2K3. Like Iverson, he was a Rookie of the Year, and just like AI, he's one of the greatest scorers in this sport. Unfortunately, both came up short of winning a championship, but it's interesting to see parallels. Even though 2K today is basketball and basic thugonomics, you gotta remember it started off as football first. In this case, we have NFL 2K moving over 3 times the units of NBA 2K. The commercial even had more people in it, including Raymond.
You guys got it made, Randy. You have no idea how it was back in the Genesis days. We couldn't think, couldn't adjust. Look what you got. My receivers couldn't do that, and our defense sucked. You'll never get beat by the same whack play over and over. You better appreciate what you got, Junior. Hey, let me go.
I think Ojimbo got hold of a bad taco.
Hey, I'm a legend.
NFL 2K on Sega Dreamcast.
Because this bundle was released on September 13th, 2000, it's so weird saying that date without it ending in 1. You can see ads for NFL and NBA 2K1, the former being released a week earlier. We got World Series Baseball 2K1 as well. It only has auto fielding, and I only know of one other game that doesn't allow you to field.
Fastball. A slider. It's hit deep.
So after this game, Visual Concepts took over the World Series. There's an ad for NHL 2K.
You wouldn't adjust to that weak wraparound. Come on! I think you're playing, Poike. Give me the phone, man. You remind me.
It's so ugly when she was born. The doctor slapped
her. Hermione. Hey, Billy!
Check your replay. Now you look okay for a bit. No, and Shanahan with a blast to the ball.
Hello?
Hey, mummy. You like hockey?
You can't tell me Sergei Fedorov himself didn't write this. NHL 2K was developed by Black Box Games before they were purchased by EA, which is why they never had an NHL 2K1 because they had to shift developers. But 2K2 and 2K3 were developed by everybody's favorite COD developer, Treyarch. Because the deal was inked before Activision bought the studio, these are actually the only games they developed that weren't under Activision. You also got Virtua Striker or Tennis. Virtua Tennis 2 would actually go on to be released as Tennis 2K2 in North America. Here is the matching controller with the Sega Sports logo on it. If it just had a better D-pad and a second analog stick, this would honestly hold up today. But even for 98, the memory card doubles as a secondary screen. So when you're playing NFL, you can call plays without your opponent knowing. Of course, here we have the console itself. I prefer this version over the standard unit. It's just more sleek and has better branding. It won't ever yellow out like the white ones, because when that happens, you gotta do some extra bullshit, and I'm not doing all of that. Fun fact, in the commercials, all the characters live in here, like it's the multiverse.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling the love.
You feel the glove, love. What's your name?
Gary Payton, but they call me the glove.
How you feeling tonight?
Yo, I'm feeling the love.
Feel the love, glove.
Please let this be what heaven is like. Unfortunately, that's where the Dreamcast ended up. No one really won the 6th generation except for Sony. The PlayStation brand had the better reputation and the DVD drive. You couldn't watch a Chappelle show on the Dreamcast or GameCube, not even on Xbox, unless you bought this media tax write-off that was like $50. I can't even begin to tell you how many people didn't buy these options because they didn't play DVDs. Nowadays, with streaming, the added value of DVD playback is worthless, but for its time, it was a living room staple. Ultimately, the 6th generation is where economics really overtook the industry. This was the last time at least 50% of the leaders were dedicated gaming companies. Sega and Nintendo lived and died by the product, while Microsoft lost $4 billion on the original Xbox. But because they had deeper pockets, they didn't have to fold, unlike Sega. Chairman Isao Okawa's generosity is the only reason Sega survived. He personally gave the company over $700 million in stock and cash before he unfortunately passed away from heart failure on March 16, 2001. And just 2 weeks later, Sega discontinued the Dreamcast. It does not get more symbolic than that. Thanks to Okawa, Sega managed to pay back its creditors and live on as a third-party developer. The 2K series was now multi-platform, competing directly with EA. NFL 2K5 is widely regarded as the greatest football game ever made, and it was $20 brand new. This was like the guy who was begging you to buy Bitcoin. Sega was giving you no excuse to not buy the better game. Even the other 2Ks were $20. But in the world of capitalism, being consumer first was not gonna fly. The NFL brokered an exclusive agreement with EA with the loss of one of their flagship series. Sega made the decision to sell the 2K brand and visual concepts to Take-Two Interactive, who then set up the 2K publishing label, the successor to Sega Sports. 2K signed a deal with the MLB to block out EA, and just EA, which would backfire since MLB 2K lost over $30 million annually. Eventually, both baseball and hockey were discontinued, but the NBA game steadily improved and eventually became synonymous with the phrase 2K, which forced NBA Live to be discontinued. Ironically, because 2K doesn't have any competition anymore, those games eventually became shit as well. So this Dreamcast is truly a relic of a time where everybody wanted to be the best, because with competition you have innovation and options, but without it, you have stagnation and disappointment.
And I'm poking cause none of y'all can get with me. On a solo fast break, I might bust a 360. Move quickly cause sweat is better than fame. You might catch me at the 3-point, testing my aim. I'm yelling and one every time I step in the lane. That's why Sega's always bringing you the best in the game.
Thanks to Okawa, fuck, which one was it?